Hello everyone, my name is Tongsly, and welcome back to another special Warframe video. Now, in the last video, I showed off Gauss, as well as the Exceltra and the Acarius, and my own self-opinion about the Warframe, and I have to say again, even in this video, I like this Warframe. This is a very fun Warframe for people who like to do mobile play. Like, I'm versatile. I'm in the middle. Like, I don't mind how each Warframe plays. I learn how to play as them myself, and then I make a build that's comfortable for me, and I play it. In this video, which I didn't get to do in the last video, mainly because of time I had, I'm going to be doing a video to showcase people the different planets that now have disruption modes, as well as what you can get from each disruption modes. Now, mainly there's only two disruption modes that is really important that you can get Gauss and the two weapons. Ooh, weapons. Why did I say zzz after that? That was weird. But yeah, like, that's actually the important thing is two disruption modes. One, you can get the parts for Gauss for people that want to, like me, build him and not have to spend platinum so that you can save platinum and money. And the other planet, you can get the blueprints for the weapons. There is a third one that is actually pretty good, and that is at the Kuva Fortress. This right here, Tamu, has been replaced and is now a disruption mode. So, what's weird is also, like, it shows, like, the little Arcwing icon, because this, if I remember, this was, like, an Arcwing mission. Like, even, like, it says that it's an Arcwing disruption, but there's really, Arcwing's not even involved, really, in this game mode at all, the last time I've played it a few times. But this is a new game mode that you can now do to farm Kuva. You can get Kuva each wave that you complete, and the Demolishers drop 50 Kuva each for each Demolisher you kill. And I believe some of the key holders, they all give Kuva. So this is a new way of farming Kuva, and it's actually pretty cool. Like, it's actually, I like it. Like, the comparison, though, I feel like the survival one is still better for getting Kuva, cause, like, it really depends. Like, I might have to maybe, like, do a little bit of comparison, which, hell, I can do it even here now in the video, and I can determine how much Kuva you get from the waves in survival compared to the waves in disruption. Because this whole video is going to be about showcasing the disruption modes for people so that everyone can know the new worlds that all of them now have disruption modes. Like, all the worlds with disruption modes, that's what this video is about, is showcasing where they are and what you can get from them. So we're going to start with the ones that is more important, that I'm sure people clicked on this video to find out, and that is where to get the parts for Gauss. So, you would have to go here, and it is right here, Kelpie. If you go to this disruption mode, and you farm playing it, grinding it a little bit here and there, you will get the parts. I was able to literally get the parts really quick upon the day Gauss was first released. Like, no lie, I farmed it once, I got the Neuroptics, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe my luck is going to change after, because a lot of times in games of my luck, I'll get something good, and then I get crap afterwards. But no, after I went in it the second time, I was lucky that I got the systems and the chassis after. That was pure luck, though. So, I'm going to showcase to all of you how the game modes play, because compared to Disruption from, if I recall, it's on Jupiter, versus Alid V's Amalgams, these ones play differently. Depending on the faction you face, and on the world you're on will depend on what type of demolishers you're going to be facing up against. And after I showcase each planet, I'm going to showcase to you guys a very close-up of what the enemies look like and pretty much their stats, because I try my best to get scans of them as best as I can. This Limbo over here doing a little bit of a dance move right here. Oh, while we wait. Felt like playing that. That's something that's also new in here as well. You can now play the Shawzin. All you need to do to have a Shawzin for the emote is you just purchase the Shawzin. It's in the market right now. It's actually not too expensive for plat. It's not cheap, but not too expensive. You guys might like it. It's actually really cool. Pretty much it's Guitar Hero in Warframe, but it's not like rock and roll stuff, but you do get to play some interesting music. It's really nice. I love it. Alright, so right here, we're seeing a first look at pretty much Sedna's disruption mode. So, of course, just like facing against the Corpus, you're going to be facing massive numbers of Grineer. So, definitely, it's always good to make sure to prep your weapons as well as get really good Warframes for this game mode. And, of course, there's going to be, by the looks of it, there's, like, different buffs and debuffs that happens in the game mode as well. Like, for one thing, there's this one called Pack Hunter that just popped up earlier, like, a few seconds on the screen. I haven't really been able to determine, but by the looks of it, I think it's all about, like, more, like, animals of the enemy. So, like, we have to deal with more Hayekas and, Grineer Kubro. I think that's what that one's about. Because each one seems to get a unique disruption mode benefit. And sometimes you'll also run into, I'm sorry for the pause right there, I kind of blanked out for a moment. Like, sometimes, like you just saw right there, you'll run into sometimes when defending the terminal, there was a time that there was actually no Demolisher at all that spawned. Like, it was just defending against, like, a big, massive wave of enemies. The one change I do like they did with Disruption mode, they made it where you don't have to worry about the terminals getting attacked by enemies except the Demolisher. Because it was kind of annoying having to defend the terminals from both enemies and the Demolishers and Demolists when it was just for the Corpus at the same time, so I do like that change. It makes it so that you can actually focus on the more important threat, being the Demolishers and Demolists. I'd rather focus on them than having to literally do massive amounts of multitasking that ends up my brain having a seizure. And then, of course, after showcase a little bit of that, we have, of course, the Demolishers. Now, for the Demolishers of the Grineer, you have the Demolisher Bailiff, Demolisher Expired, Demolisher Heavy Gunner, and also you have the Demolisher Nox, which, if you go all the way down to the Nox, it's this one right here. This is the Demolisher variant of the Nox. So people do not confuse it, because I got confused as well when I was trying to, like, look for them. Like, this should have Demolisher Nox. I don't know why they have two that has just Nox when this is a Demolisher version, but that's it right there. There's also, of course, another place that has more Demolishers, so these are not the only Demolishers you're going to see is, like, those four. There is another place where you face a different variety of Demolishers, of the Grineer faction, but this pretty much is like a little showcase up close of what each Demolisher is. And of course, like all Grineer, they're mostly vulnerable against corrosive, and of course viral is good for their flesh as well as heat. So yeah, if you're ever wondering what's the best methods to face against them, is using corrosive. This right here I haven't gotten finished, but he also needs a lot of scans for some reason. He needs a lot of scans, so he's gonna take quite a long while for, well, not a long while, but he's gonna take a little bit for me to get full scans of. I don't know why these all get 3, but that one gets 20. I don't get why he's so special that he gets 20, but I mean, that's just it right there. Let's go to the next one. The next planet to showcase a disruption mode on is here in planet Uranus, in the location known as Ur. U-R. That is where the next disruption mode is. Now, with the amount of time I have left of this video, because I am trying to shorten my videos so they're not too lengthy, because I'm noticing some of them are giving recording to make them into videos a little bit of a struggle. I'm going to be shortening the videos to half the time I used to record them, because I used to record videos a lot of times around an hour, but I'm going to be doing it now around 30 minutes instead, because I don't want my computer to like struggle so much with processing and all that stuff. So I don't want to put too much strain on my computer. So that's something that I'm going to be fixing also. And it's also been a little bit since I played Equinox. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Incoming! Oh god! Oh, I hate that one! I hate that one! I hate that one! Especially because of what it does. Well, mainly what they all do. All of the Demolishers, just like the Demolist, they, as you saw right there, my abilities got completely removed. Like, my passive ability I had active, and my ability that, like, I was using to do massive damage to all these infested in an area got completely ruined by that thing. Like, they are a very annoying, like, threat. I really don't like them. Not at all. So, from that game mode, when you complete it, you actually can get quite a lot of Juggernaut parts. That's mainly it, and also, that is where you also get the drops of the Arceus blueprint, like you see right here on the screen, and the Exceltra, though of course it didn't drop the Exceltra, because you're not always going to get lucky to have both things or everything you need dropping all at once. Sometimes only one's going to drop, but that's pretty much the look of the Disruption mode versus the Infested. And before I end off this video, I'm going to showcase, of course, the Infested's Demolishers. Worked as hard as I could to get the Demolishers of the Infested, so let's take a look here. First, we have a new Infested, the Demolisher Thrasher. And it looks like every faction also has a unique way of having something to blow themselves up, because apparently that's what Demolishers are for. Like, they're kamikaze the thing you're defending, and this is a whole new Infested that is now part of the Infested. It's, by the looks of it, to be an overly mutated ancient. So yeah, this thing's kind of messed up, as we can see here. Like, this thing is completely terrifying to me. Like, when I first saw this thing, I did not know how to fight it. Like, it's actually not too hard to fight. It's very slow attack, but it hurts. And it drops everything that's, like, normally what's needed to face off against Infested. Like, right there. The only drops it drops is the mods that can enhance damage versus Infested. So, if you get a good luck of multiple of them spawning, can get some really decent luck in getting the Bane, Cleanse, Expel, and Smite infested, so that you can be able to, you know, have all those ready so that you can face off against the other factions. Other demolishers we have, apparently I haven't accomplished the Charger or the Juggernaut ones, but we're going to look at all these anyway. We got the Demolisher Boiler, which, just like all the other boilers, they don't really show a model. They just let us see the boiler in general. But this is the Demolisher boiler. Is more vulnerable to gas. So compared to the other boilers, because the regular boilers, they have fossilized skin, so they're more vulnerable to corrosive. So these ones are different, the Demolishers. They're more vulnerable to gas. So definitely gas can be a very useful perk to have in here. But you gotta be careful using gas against infested, because some of their ancients can be able to have the toxin benefit, and that toxin benefit makes it so that they make all of the other infested, like, immune to gas to the point that it does nothing. And then you got the Demolisher Charger, a very pale colored variant of the original Charger. This thing needs 20 scans to finish, so that's, I could see why it's taken a little bit for me to get full scans of them. I still don't know why we need 20 scans, but some of these, like, they just say, oh, you just need 5 of these, or you just need, like, 5 of these, or 3 of these. I don't know why specifically this needs 20, but okay. And one more scan and I could get this finished, but here we have the Demolisher Juggernaut, and it's a Demolisher variant of the original Juggernaut. These, like, it feels like these Juggernauts are more, like, potent to damage than the original Juggernauts, because the original Juggernauts, they don't really take much damage unless you shoot them in the underbelly areas. But these ones actually can be hurt wherever you shoot them, but they attack as the Juggernaut does. Like the stomp attacks, the range attacks, they do all of that. So they're still pretty annoying to face against. And that's gonna have to be it for this video here. I need to end off this video before, because I kind of extended it a little bit. I didn't get to fully showcase where all of the disruption modes is, but I will showcase quickly right here where all the other disruption modes are. We got one, I know right here, there's a new Lua spot that's a disruption mode. And then, of course, you have Jupiter's disruption mode. Is there one here? Doesn't seem to be. Let me just look through them all thoroughly. Here it is, disruption mode on Mars. I believe that is really the only other locations that have disruption modes, including, of course, the Kuva Fortress has one. I don't believe any other places have disruption modes yet. But they have added a few new disruption modes for everyone to give a try, and they are very fun. You guys should play the disruption modes and check them out, see which ones you're more comfortable doing. Of course, if there's certain things you need to farm, though, you'll have to do that disruption mode. So if you need, like, those special new things that was released around Wisp's release date, which is on Jupiter, those, like, little container box things. Like, I forgot the name of them, but they drop, like, a special little thing in order to make, like, the Fulman and all that. They only drop from there. Because I have not seen any of them drop anywhere else. So yeah, that looks to be it, really. That's really all I can do for this video. And I'm already above the time limit that I'm supposed to end off the video, so I'm ending it off right here. So there you go, a little showcase of where the disruption modes are, and what type of threats you'll be dealing with in those game modes, as well as pretty much how it looks like of when you're playing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, And, yeah. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, stay notified on my channel of the next video. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, I'll see you all in said next video. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye!
It's delicious.